Okay, yo guys, SFFX. Now we're gonna be talking about the New York lunch model, right? Um, Simply this one I've not spoken much about, but it's pretty much still the same thing, just different time frames and time zones, right? So with this one, what are we looking for? A dealing range between 130, right, all the way to from 12 o'clock. There's our first dealing range, right? Then our second one would be right here all the way to 3 a.m., right? So it's a full 90-minute cycle range, right? Okay, now initially what are we looking for is price to either this two we using the lower time frames, specifically the 1 minute time frame going down to the 30 seconds, right? We would identify this dealing range right here. It's a full 90-minute cycle dealing range, and if you wanna verify on it, it's the lowest one within the settings right there, the New York lunch micro setup, right? So this whole entire range, it's New York lunch, right, from 12 o'clock to 1:30. So you'll be trading the next cycle, right? Okay, let's see. Okay, as you can notice now, Q2 has swept the New York lunch sell side, and it's below the Q1, right? So we had 8:30, not 8:30. We had pretty much high impact news around 2, right, 2 p.m., which is most likely FOMC, right? So in this case, would initially be looking for price rebalance higher, right, back into the range. Okay, then if we're gonna be anticipating some form of a reversal here, notice it's within Q2, right? So therefore we're referring back to Q2. You can begin on the 15-minute time frame. Then we see what we see there. Okay, so far price is not as clear, right? It's not as defined. So we have this PD array right here, which price taps, right? But now notice that it's within Q4 on the higher time frame, right? But now we're trading within Q3. So for us to be trading this range right here, we'd want to see a PD array that formed within Q2 of this range. If we go to the 5-minute time frame, what do we have? We have this inefficiency right there. See that? Then we have also this order block down here, but it's within Q1. So therefore, we would not regard this. We'd only be focused on this, right? Then we want to see price respected here. So now we can go back to the 1 minute time frame. Initially, when it's like this, you want to see Q2 begin the distribution higher, and then Q3 becomes the continuation. So therefore, Q3 does not have to sweep the Q2 low. Then now let's see if we find this. It should be like this. Draws, taps it, reacts off it, right? Okay, now Q3 has begun, right? Q3 has begun. So what are we looking for? Higher prices. When Q2 taps the high, right, like right there, the low, when it taps the low, you're gonna see price pretty much provide you a clear direction, and this is given through displacement, meaning that price needs to close on a displacement like this. It needs to close. Then let's see. Price draws lower, so we want to see price draws above this high for us to have a clear displacement. Let's see. Price creates this low, so when it's like this, we want to see price draw a bit lower, then potentially this is a breakup. Then let's see. Price draws lower. We have inefficiency right here. We got this as a shift in market structure, and price closes above it. Price taps it. Let's see. Price continues going lower. So now this could be a new shift in market structure. Let's see. price. If price closes above, initially when price closes above right there, this is our first change in state of delivery. We have a fixed shift in market structure, so you'd want to see both PD arrays get used to support higher prices. Then now let's see. Price taps the fair value gap, breaks out the order block, so now you'd initially go long with your stop just below the low, right? Because you don't want to see price drawing back to this PD array, right? Then your target would be above price. Then let's see. Price distributes higher. And now notice that Q4 is still above the high, right? For you to trust this as a reversal, you'd be looking for the exact same signatures right here, meaning that you'd wanna use a higher time frame PD array that formed within Q3 to support higher prices, or the higher time frame Q2, right? This one. So now if we go to the 15-minute time frame, here's what we'd be looking for. And this range would initially drop back in history to the same range, which is this one right here. Can you see it from here to here? What PD arrays do we have? We have volume imbalance right there, and we have this. So when you have a gap and you have a range like this, you utilize this as one fixed fair value gap, and you want to see it support lower prices, right? So if you go back to the 1 minute time frame, you'd initially be looking to see this PD array, that PD array, right, support lower prices within Q4. So simply this is how you identify a Q4 high probability reversal. Then let's see. Price taps it. Notice it's not closing above it. It's only reacting, creating mohawks. Then you'd initially be expecting low prices back into sell side, which would be the Q3 low. Then let's see. The price distributes lower. So yeah, this is how you simply identify the New York lunch quarter model.